If you or someone you know has diabetes, you may have built up an extra supply of test strips and lancets. That's where we come in. We'll buy the supplies that you don't need and resell them to those in need to prevent waste. Help us make diabetes management more affordable. Visit us at teststripswithaz.com.
All right, we have Khama Worthy joining us on the program, who just got some great news earlier this week. He is going to be stepping in on super short notice to face Devonte Smith this Saturday night at UFC 241. Welcome to the UFC, Khama Worthy. How are you, man?
Hey, man, good, man. It feels good. It's weird, but it's getting used to, but it feels good.
Has it all sunk in, man? I know you've been working very hard to get to this point, and now you're here. It's probably not under the best circumstances that you could have hoped for, but you're still here. How does it all feel?
Yeah, man, it's different. It's like usually when I make posts on Facebook, I'll usually be like I'm like hashtag Bellator, hashtag like one fighting championship, whatever. And then I made a post the other day and I was just going through my regular hashtags. I was like, oh shit, I no longer have to do that. It's just hashtag UFC. So it's something I'm gonna have to get used to or so, but I'm taking it all in now.
Is that a nice little freeing feeling for you, knowing that your social media game, you could save some time?
It's been a long, like to my friends and stuff, like I have a couple of friends I've been training with since I started. I probably have 2 or 3 friends I've been training with since I started. We're still friends now, like my first day in the gym and stuff. So, and just for them, it's crazy. It's like, holy shit. Like, everyone says they're going to make it. Everyone said, but it's been 11 years now and I've constantly just kept pushing and it's came into a reality now. So it's interesting to feel it.
I know that we just actually talked about this off air, but tell the folks how you got the call, how this all happened, because I had heard that Clay Cotter is going to be out of the fight due to health reasons, and I knew they were scrambling for some different opponents. I heard some different names being thrown around, and then we find out that you got the call. How did that all come to be for you?
So my last fight was July 27th, and my boy Mark, his manager Jason House, he's actually Devonte's manager too. That's how. And he was like, hey, I was looking for a manager because I was just getting to that point in my career where, like, just doing it on my own just wasn't cutting it. And Mark was like, we do, House is the man, yada yada yada. So he hit me up, and I was like, yeah, all right, cool. After my fight, and I signed with him. And then he was like, oh, would you be cool to fight Devonte Smith? Like, I know that's your friend and stuff. And I was like, yeah. It's business. I got a family. Like, I know he doesn't want to lose money from not having a fight. So he said he could maybe get me that fight. But it was like 3 weeks out, right? And, like, they tried for it, and they ended up choosing Clay Cotter instead. And, like, I just got back to regular life. Like, eating cheesecake and shit. I had just fought, so I was like celebrating. My girl's family was here. We went out to dinner. I'm kicking it with the kids and stuff. Like, luckily for me, my little brother Shaka, he has a fight coming up, and his main training partner is my other teammate Justin Patton, but he broke his toe, so I had to give my brother like a lot of work to make sure he gets ready for his fight. So I was still training. I did like last week. I had like 4 training days. And I did like 8 rounds all day just to make sure he's ready for his fight. I'm training with him and stuff. So that kept me in shape. And it's just like Monday morning, I get a call like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I wake up and I grab the phone. I'm half asleep. I think I said what when I'm like, what like. Fuck, dude, it's 6:20 in the morning. Like, the hell? And House was like, hey, could you be ready by Saturday? And my first thought was, fuck no. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. Like, it's fucking 5 days. There's no way I'm going to be ready. And at first I was like, man, I don't know. And I'm tired. And House was like, dude, there's not going to be any other opportunities like this. He's like, the UFC is signing guys like crazy. Like, I'm 32. Right. So, I mean, like they like to sign prospects or usually younger, 27, 28. I'm like, I'm 32. And he goes, dude, it's not going to get a better opportunity than this. So I like went to the bathroom, like took my morning piss on the phone. I was like, all right. I stepped on the scale and I was like only like maybe 18, 19 pounds over. And that was because I was just eating whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. And again, it wasn't 100%. And this had just happened a couple of weeks ago where like they thought I can get it, and I started training and stuff that it didn't happen. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. So then I started calling coaches, and I'm like, yeah, it might be a chance, yada yada yada. And then like it just started to like come more and more. And then I went to the gym, I trained, I took my date, me and my girl got up. We like started organizing my stuff, so like packing stuff up. And then I took my daughter to daycare. And then like the day kind of went on, and I was like, it's probably not happening. It was like 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock. I'm like, it's probably not happening. I talked to my boy Mark, and he was like, yeah, like it should be happening. And I was like, once it got to 1 o'clock and he didn't call me back, I was like, they probably went with someone else, or the UFC like said whatever and cancels the fight or whatever. And then he called me at like 2 something, like, hey, how about we get you to the airport at 6? I was like, oh shit, this is happening. So my boxing coach Chris, he told me he could come with me and stuff. He canceled all his appointments for the rest of the week, and he came up with me, and now we're here.
Was Monday like the craziest day of your MMA career? Because you're wondering, you're thinking.
Dude, I was up for 22 hours. I was up for 22 hours straight. Cause I got up at 6 o'clock, and I didn't get to California until like 1 something. I didn't get into the hotel room until like 2. So I was up for like 22 or 22 hours or some shit. It was nuts. Then I had to wake up at 6 o'clock the next day to go spend like 8 hours getting medicals. I had to go do all that medical stuff all in one day, all in a hurry and stuff. So yeah, it's like I said, it's just starting to chill off and like break down and stuff. So it feels good though.
Now that you have seen the beginning stages, because you've been in the sport for a while now, working your ass off to get to this point. Now that you're sort of in the middle of the UFC machine, you're experiencing your first UFC fight week. Is it just nuts? Like, is it just kind of a whirlwind at this point?
Crazy, man. Like, it's over the top. It's completely over the top. It's a lot more than I thought it would be. They're super, super professional. It's like, it's weird. Like, it's like, oh shit, this is like the NFL or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically how it is. They're efficient. They're like on point. And they're like making sure everything's perfect for you. And this one is really cool because this is such a really big card that they have like the people from the Performance Institute. Because I was worried what I'm going to eat and stuff. They like freaking have like meal plans for you and stuff. I went there and I talked to people when I eat, what my weight is, when I walk around at, what I've been doing. They like planned the whole meal plan out and deliver it to my room. They'll bring it to my room today. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Tell me when I should eat it. What I like exactly how much the ounce. Everything's all organized. I'm like, holy shit! Like they're physical therapist. The lady, she's super cool. She worked with the Olympics and stuff, and she's here. So I was able to get work done because my body, like I was on a plane forever, and and then I'm jumping right back into it. So my body's not, and I'm like basically 3 weeks out for my fight. So my body isn't the best. You know what I mean? It's not prime. But she's like worked on me, and like I'm gonna get 2 more before the fight just to make sure I'm like at the highest level of my body. So it's definitely like an impressive like weird feeling for me, but it feels good.
I know making your UFC debut on like 5 days notice isn't ideal, and of course fighting your friend is also not ideal, but how long have you known Devonte for?
I was at Devonte's first amateur fight.
No kidding.
Yeah, I remember he smashed this guy. Like I was there. I've known Devonte for a minute. Like we've been cool for like forever. So it's like, it's definitely a little bit weird, but in the same sense, like we beat each other up. We sparred multiple times. We beat each other up. Now we're just gonna beat each other up for some good money. Like fuck it. So I mean, there's no way. Only people I wouldn't fight would be like my brother, my family. Like you know, I mean, like people that like my guys in the gym that I train with every day. I wouldn't feel comfortable actually hurting them and stuff. But like he's definitely a friend, but it's business, man. Like, you know, now if I was already in the UFC and they asked me to fight Devonte, I'd be like, nah, that's my man. You know, I'll fight. I wouldn't take the fight on short notice because there's so many other fights I can get. But I'm not in the UFC. so I mean, like, I'll fight any fucking fight to get there. It doesn't matter. Like, if they would have told me to fight at welterweight, I would have went up to welterweight and fought somebody. So, I mean, like, it's not the prime amount of time, preparation, and everything. But I'm a fighter. If you ever see me fight, I fucking fight. It doesn't matter. I'll go in there and throw down with whoever they put in front of me. And now it's like everything, the stars just aligned up perfectly. So I'm on it.
I know they presented you somewhat this opportunity a few weeks back, and then you got it again on Monday. Did you text Devonte when they threw this out to you? Like, did you talk to him on Monday? Like, what have you guys said to each other?
I didn't even hit him up. The weird thing is he hit me up after my fight because I knocked my last opponent out, and he hit me up, was like, yo, I was sick. He like shared it to his Instagram, like my boy out there sinking fools and stuff. So it was like when I got it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be fucking weird. But I didn't hit him up because I didn't know if they even told him that I was even in the picture or if they're just talking to his corner or whatever. And because I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't. I mean, like, you know, like they put your name out there, you think like, yeah, but I didn't want to like get too much disappointment. So I was like, I'll wait for shit to happen. But I'll wait for it to happen. I'll wait for it to happen. And then like when it happened, I'm like, oh shit, you know. I ran into him at the check-in, the fighter check-in and stuff. I gave him a pound and shit. I'm like, yo, let's do work. I mean, like, you know, it's business, man. It is what it is. Like afterwards, we can go get some food, drink, and party and shit afterwards.
I like it, man. You know, Devonte is super talented. You're super talented as well. This has the makings to be an absolute barn burner. And you guys are still the headline of the ESPN prelims, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean to you to make your UFC debut on ESPN, heading into this pay-per-view, which is going to be massive? There's going to be a ton of eyes upon you. Do you think about that stuff? Because I know Devonte does it at all.
I mean, like, it's pressure, but I like it. I mean, like it's weird. Like it's almost like I talked to I ran Anthony Pettis' jiu-jitsu coach, and Anthony Pettis, because I've actually trained at Rufus Sport multiple times before, and like so I'm super cool with them. So I was talking to them, and I was like, yo man, this is cool. I'm still like kind of starstruck, and he was like, don't be starstruck. Like Daniel, he was like, don't be starstruck. Like, dude, you earned this fucking position. He was like, you deserve to be here just like everybody else. Like you're on the same level. You're fucking here now. So he's like, after the fight's over and shit, then you can like get pictures of people that you like and shit. He's like, but right now, you're the fucking man. Like you've done just as much as everyone else. So I'm just putting that in my brain because I know the hard work and dedication. Like my gym flooded last year. My gym flooded out last year. Like I could have closed the gym down and I wouldn't have been here right now. Like, so I mean, like I've put in a lot of work. I was fucking driving Lyft earlier this year for like overnight just to make sure I had the money to take care of my gym and like pay. So I'm like, I know for sure I put in the work to get to where I'm at right now. So I'm not second guessing like what I'm capable of.
Did you start to think at some point, because you've been at this for a while, did you start to think that this opportunity may never happen for you? Were you okay with that, or did you still feel like there was light at the end of the tunnel?
But for the UFC, I did start to think that maybe it wouldn't happen just because the age, like, you know, like the Contender Series, all the guys are super, super young on here. Like everyone that gets to like 27 or something. And like, there's very few guys like, oh, you're 32, oh, you're 33. You know, I turned 33 in October. Like, I'm like, so it's like, I was like, but I was still looking for like, just with my fight style, like I'm an entertaining as a fighter. I was like, maybe I can get to like Bellator, or maybe I can get to like one fighting championship and stuff, you know. So I was like, I can just maybe get there and see how it works from there. But I mean, the UFC wasn't out the picture. I just know that I'm game. And I built my career off being the guy that's like, I'm willing to fucking fight. Like, I'm not, like, everyone knows that. Like, you can tell from my fights and whatever. So I think it just kind of like built up on that. And I was kind of worried about the UFC, but I was like, I'll make it somewhere. I was pushing for next year. I was like, next year I'll probably make my hard push to start making some serious money from this fight shit. And then this popped up, and I'm like, oh, shit, let's go with it.
How would you describe what you're feeling right now? I mean, you sound very excited here. Are you nervous? Are you overly enthused? The anticipation's just huge right now. Like, how would you describe what you're feeling right now, 72 hours plus away from this fight?
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone. Some people that say they're not nervous, you're a liar. I'm nervous for everybody fighting. Like, I mean, of course, I'm nervous and stuff, but more so, I'm just excited. I'm ready to fucking, like, I get to show like everybody, like what I'm capable of. So I'm more excited just to display my skills. I'm always telling people, I'm like nothing you've ever seen before. And now I get to fucking display it on fucking ESPN. That's fucking nuts. Like, you know what I mean? Like you always think you're going to get there, but I'm like, yo, I'm the main event on ESPN. So there'll literally be millions of people watching, and they'll get to see what I'm capable of. Like, so I like, it doesn't matter how the fight goes. I'm just going out there to put my heart on the line and like show people like what I'm capable of, and that's all that really matters. I mean, that's what fighting is. It's just this display of self-expression, and I'm just going to go out there and express myself in the form of punching, kicking, knees, elbows, and shit like that.
When it comes to these fights, the notion usually is that, guys coming in on short notice, they really have nothing to lose here. Like the pressure almost, it's not completely off, but it's somewhat off because you just have to focus on what's going to happen just a few days later. You don't have to overthink anything. Do you feel that way now? Do you feel like you're going in there essentially with nothing to lose?
I do and I don't. You always have something to lose. I understand that basic concept, but I have a lot to gain, and I more than I don't really worry about what I have to lose. I just worry about what I have to gain. I have a lot to fucking gain, so I can give a shit about losing. I'm not thinking about losing. I'm thinking about what I have to gain, and I have a lot to gain. Like, this is like fucking putting it right in front of you type opportunity. So I'm not thinking about what I have to lose. I'm thinking about what I have to gain. There's a lot to gain, so I'm going out there to take it. Not really worried about, I have nothing to lose. So I mean, that's the concept, but I think more of what I have to gain. So I have a lot to gain. So that's my thought pattern. I always think in a different direction that way.
How do you see this all playing out on Saturday? You versus your friend Devonte Smith. This has got Barn Burner written all over it. ESPN headliner heading into this big pay-per-view in Anaheim, California, your UFC debut. How do you see this all going down?
Man, I think it's definitely going to be something that just blows people away. I mean, like people. I know people like the way that Devonte fights, and if you like the way Devonte fights, you're gonna fucking love the way that I fight. So it makes for prime time TV, and I'm going out there to get my hand raised, man. I'm getting out there to get that W and fucking talk with Joe Rogan afterwards. That's gonna be the real crazy part. I'm like, shit, I can speak with Joe Rogan and shit. I'm like, yo, fucking Joe, get me on your fucking show, man.
You see these comments? These are goosebumps right here. You got me all jacked up for this fight. Unbelievable. I know you got a lot going on. It's your first UFC fight week. You just got to Anaheim a couple days ago, so I won't take up too much more of your time. Before we let you go, though, let the folks know where they can find and follow you on this journey via social media. Any shout-outs, anything you want to get off your chest, man, the floor is yours.
Yeah, man. I want to. You can follow me on Facebook. Just my name, Khama Worthy. On Instagram, it's the Death Star 1. On Twitter, it's the same thing. I don't really tweet that much, but and I want to give a shout out just to everyone, all of my people back in Pittsburgh that helped me get here, man. My girl for holding it down with the family and stuff, and all of my coaches and my teammates and everyone, man. It's just all the people that believed in me. And a shout out to my fucking haters. Thank y'all for pushing me and hating, because I made it here this time. So, yeah, man, so it's good feelings. Keep up with them. I like people. I like follow me, send me more positivity. I love everything. I'll try to get back to all the messages and stuff. Like, send the love. I love the positive vibes, man. I'm just taking everything in.
Amazing stuff. Congratulations on the opportunity, Khama. Looking forward to the fight, and make sure you get on that Twitter game. You're in the UFC now, so you gotta ramp that up a little bit.
Get on Twitter. Hey man, Robbie Lawler don't get on his Twitter game either. Robbie Lawler's a gangster. Robbie Lawler tweets like every now and then. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be like Raleigh. I'll do the Instagram. That's easy. The Twitter thing, it's too much. My baby's 11. I got an 11-month-old baby. She takes up. I ain't gonna be on Twitter doing all that stuff. She's first. When I'm done with the gym and stuff, I'm like, I gotta put her first. So Instagram's easier. She likes Instagram. She can't be seen on Twitter. She don't like Twitter.
That's a good point. I will give you that one, and we will leave you with that. Khama, thank you for the time. I know it's like 8 o'clock in the morning there, probably 7:45 when we started this conversation. Means the world that you would do this so close to the fight, and we're looking forward to seeing your debut on Saturday.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, man.